Destruction is the best. Yeet, yeet. Yeet, yeet. It's not about the build, it's about the destruction. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Oh, this is looking good. Yeet, yeet, yeet.
Skinjay Asano has redeemed first. Just underscore Mickey underscore is here.
Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Destruction. Destruction is the best. Yeet. I can hold this mouse better than anyone could hold this mouse. Mainly because I wouldn't allow them into my house to hold this mouse. But nonetheless, destruction. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus, yeet, yeet. Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus. Yeah, I make great background music. Wait, I'm music? Yeah, I'm music. We'll go with that. Ash Rain music, bro.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Oh, I just realized my camera's still zoomed in. This is the first I've seen it. That seems better. That's actually not even zoomed out all the way. That just seems better. And then I need to rotate it downwards just a little bit. I was recording some unboxings for some stuffs, and I had to have the camera zoomed in because I had like other things that would have been seen by the camera. It's still a bit too high, I think. There we go. There we go. How is everybody doing? I'm an hour late. Because I was taking a nap. I remember Magic coming into the room and trying waking me up at like 8:45. She's like, "It's 8:45. You gonna stream?" And like I remember hearing it, but like my eyes didn't even open. I just stayed sleeping. She obviously didn't try hard enough to wake me up. All right. Oh, I just saw I got a notification from the purple chat about my 2025 year in review kind of deal. So that's cool. GG Mrs. Ken on redeeming first. Welcome in Mickey and Silent Jesse for 7 stream streak. Nice. How you doing? You just had to return a Christmas gift? Oh no. Oh no. Ripperoni. All right, is TikTok chat connected? It appears so. It doesn't look like it's working, but it is connected. Rip. Okay. Sweet. So today, let's start off with our unboxing of my Star Wars advent calendar. If you're on TikTok, I'm sorry you won't be able to see it other than my face cam. So let's get into that. Oh shoot, I don't have the little light. Hold on. I had to have this charging because I was using it for the unboxing and it died mid recordings. Flip. You could do it like you said your battery was full. It said its battery was full. What am I looking at? Don't do me dirty like this, Elgato. Ain't no way. I think it'll look good without a light. I cannot have no technical difficulties this week. It says the battery's full. It says it's trying to connect to Wi-Fi. I don't remember what app it uses once it's on Wi-Fi. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it has a phone app and something on my PC, but I couldn't tell you what. It's on. There we go. All right. Oh. Okay. Ugh. Oh, it's something that you got for yourself? Rip. I thought you meant something you got for somebody else that you had to return or something. Desk cam. Cool. So, Lego Star Wars box is right here. If you're on TikTok, sorry, you're the only people that won't be able to see this little Lego advent calendar unboxing. But I just recommend checking out on another platform. Yesterday we opened box number 1. Oh, I see box number 2 right here on camera. Oh, okay, it's a little counter of some sort. Let's get that out. And put that back. Oh, wait, that's my only instructions, too. Hold on. Okay. Alrighty. Woo. They going everywhere. Absolutely nothing left in this baggie. Good. So, all right. All right, so obviously this is a build plate, and that goes on it like all the way across. Then this piece goes on next, facing away. Like so. Then we're talking about getting this little yellow cup on here. Oh, never mind. We gotta cover it. This countertop. And the cup goes right there. Okay, so then we're gonna get a little green thing. We put the little brown piece on top of it. And then we shove this in there. And that goes on right here. So this is what we're looking at so far. That way. All right. Then a little red piece. All right. One of these should have stickers on it. It does, and it goes like. And it goes like. Then we get this and put this on top. And it goes back like this. And that is what is pictured. So this is some sort of little counter. Oh, I'm gonna keep holding it upside down. There you go. A little countertop, control panel kind of deal with Star Wars. It's a really weird order for me, honestly. We start with a minifig that is one single piece, And then we get a countertop. We don't even have a minifig that's big enough to stand at this countertop yet. I don't know, man. And then three extras. Okay. All right. I don't know if they put much attention into the order this year. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here we go. You know, this swivel on this camera and the adjustability-ness of this. Oh, I love it. That was definitely worth it. Let's get into some hardcore Minecraft now. I'm losing my mind. Oh, I wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Put that in the background. And let's get in here.
Tai Plays Games is here.
Welcome in Hardcore World. Well, I hope whatever was expensive, you can now afford it, and Mrs. Ken, and everything's good there. All right. Oh, look at this place. Oh, right, the new versioning number was announced today. So technically, as of the new version numbers, I'm playing version 25.3.1 right now. So, right. I saw it and I was really confused because I was like, why is it starting with 25? What is it the 25th of? I was like, is it the first? Like, if they counted every major update, is it like the 25th drop kind of deal? Is that what we're on right now? And it took me a minute to realize that it's the year. Because I saw Sliced Lime on Twitter posting that it would be, next year would be 26, not something. Because I was racking my brain, what on earth would make it 26 next? So the year dot the drop number released in that year dot hotfix. I think that's honestly pretty great. And then they even said that it would be like snapshots. You would just have year dot drop. Then it would say snapshot 1. Like the word snapshot. I kind of like the W16s and whatever, but it is what it is. We'll see. I don't have any major complaints about it. I really like that we get a dot hotfix again. Yeah, I'm for it. I don't have any major complaints. All right, so our last one here is banners, custom banners. All right. There's still one of these we're missing, so. Let me go get. Oh, you know what? What's What did we use these banners for? Don't remember. Maybe it was for a 500 club room? And then I need a copper ingot to go right in there. Quite a bit of copper ingots in here. I think it's going to be normal by March. That's after anyone's going to care unless they're trying to play the earlier versions. So every version released in this year already in 2025 already has a version number, and they did a breakdown on how every update released this year is already accounted for in the new version number. I don't know if they're going to go back and renumber the previous ones. I kind of hope they don't for nostalgia reasons. I kind of hope they don't for nostalgia reasons. But because like 1.12, I'm never going to think of that as like 12.14.0 or whatever, right? Like never in a million years am I going to think of that. Think of it that way. No matter how long the game stays, like those are classics. You can't, I think nostalgia dictates, you have to do it. So you don't have to do the math if you want to play an old update. Yeah. Yeah, because, yeah, I was really thinking that we were going to just get so my thinking, chat, when I said that I think we're going to get a 2.0, where they put the only difference in my logic of us getting 2.0, I was thinking we were going to get 2-point drop point hotfix. We got year point drop point hotfix. So I was really close with what they were actually going to do. Except they didn't want 2 to be static, which is understandable. Because they already did release a 2.0 on April Fools. I would have loved for it to go like full circle like that though. Like them joking about 2.0, then going straight to actually doing it. All right, did I ever put any hoppers back through here accidentally? I did. Heck yeah, dude. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I'd much rather have, yeah, 20 dot. I'd much rather have 1.16 than 20.1.0, right? That. It also sounds like the .0 part of it might not even exist in the numbering unless a hotfix is dropped. We're on 25.3.1 right now, and the only reason there's a .1 on any of the numbering is because it It is because of the fact that 121.10 was a hotfix. But like in the numbering, when they listed 25.3, they didn't. They like left off the .0 part of it. But that just might have been part of their communication strategy to keep things simple for the normies that aren't gonna sit on the internet and talk about it. Oh, it couldn't be me. Wait, why'd I grab shears? I wanted a hoe. Can't get to that spot. Oh no, I left a normal piece of stone right there. Well, let's this will be a test to see if that stone makes it all the way to the dump area. If it doesn't, we got a problem. All right, and I did want to leave an access door back here somewhere. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I had that wandering trader head in my inventory. Okay, so we've actually got this thing connected now. Okay. We're not technically done yet, though, still. We're not, because we still haven't connected up this area yet. And we still have to decorate behind, obviously. Okay, this is where we have to put our door. Okay. And there's gonna have to be a dropper elevator there, too. Yeah, because we gotta take from this chest and get up there. We don't, I just also realized we don't even have the, hopper line across there. Oh, I also just realized that we don't even have the hoppers above there, so there's gonna be 2 layers of hidden hoppers there. Wow. And then we gotta do a dropper elevator, sticky piston, comparator. Okay. All right, so start with hoppers, all pointing downwards. Well, crap, I gotta do a bit of clearing up above here. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I do think we actually had the bottom barrel, like, a little bit lower, so that the top hopper was exposed. That's why we had it. Yeah, I think I gotta do that again. Yeah, I think this was lower so that we could see that top. Yeah, okay, so like... Yeah, I think those might have been there. And then we had slabs up against them. Does that seem right? Oh, goodness. Could somebody go back to, like, the beginning of the stream, yesterstream, and tell me if this seems right? Like, is that how our barrel access was before? Over here? Like, for all 3 of these modules? I genuinely can't remember. Right. Yeah, because being this is where the roof was here, this is where we had the sideways hopper line. And then this is where we had the red concrete, which we had only recently placed in. And you could clearly see that that wouldn't have been any higher because there's stone there. So this has got to be how it was. It's just gotta be, chat. You just checked? Awesome, dude. People who check deserve a VIP badge, man. Where's that chest at? All right. I can bring it to there. And I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. So then right here is where we would then put a dropper. Boom. And we would actually have just a whole dropper line. Okay, and then obviously hoppers. Oh, look, the stone did make it to there. Nice. Hoppers go into there. And then since we have all this room over this way, I'm going to no, yeah, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna have the oh, I don't have my observers out. Okay. So observer to right there. Chat, anyone watching anything good? I just finished season 1 of Tulsa King last night. I watched the season finale. The show is fire, dude. I need a dude. Okay, so we can just go like that. Sweet. Yeah, that works good. Started Yellowstone. Haven't seen it all the way through yet, though. Yellowstone sounds familiar. Who's in it? What do they do? All right. You finished Stranger Things season 6, part 1. Now I'm debating on watching it again. Wait. How is Stranger Things numbered? Wait, did they just release like half the season and we're still waiting on the second half of the season? Is that what you mean by by part 1 of season 6? Yep, Dutton. Okay, I've seen a lot of clips on that. It looks fire. That's what I was thinking of when you said Yellowstone, but I wasn't sure. If I'm ever sure about something, you should be worried. All right. I also mixed in some ores before. I might throw in like a single diamond. You were, oh. Oh yeah. That's good that you're watching it on a real platform. Oh, you can even see that's where the deep slate tiles lined up, but we're not that was actually breaking one of my like rules on how this should play out. So I am gonna, because we're gonna look at this a lot, I'm gonna put a diamond ore right here. This is gonna be the dump chest that we check primarily from going forward for something that goes through the system that shouldn't have, right? So we're gonna have a diamond right there. Okay. Okay, box all that in. I am actually seeing through that gap right now, which whatevs. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that, really. Yeah, you definitely can see down through it, so, like, I didn't grab any slabs? Ugh. Okay. Alright, just closing that up so when you look back through it, you don't see just into the stony area. So now, yeah, when you look back, all you'll see is cobbled and maybe some redstone mechanic stuff. But yeah, that's great. Yeah, wait, we have real redstone mechanics back here. He is a redstone mechanic, just working in both senses of the word. Oh, I love that. I'm a little redstone mechanic, you know? No. I think the word you're looking for is that you're banned. Thank you very much. All right. We'll have to come back in and put a door here soon. And then we need to get up on top of there. So I want to come in and just put in a couple pieces of ores. And then maybe I put in a couple walls. And then the rest I need to fill in around with cobblestone. Okay. Just like so. Yeah, and that blends right in with exactly how I have all of this. Even like that little bit. And we even have little divots. I didn't put any stairs in, but that's because I'm lazy. Oh, look at this. When we come here, there's just a little piece of diamond you can see. There's a little bit of ore there too. Okay. I can dig it. All right. Put all this stuff back through the system. This stuff back. And are we done with the copper stuff? Oh, I need a door still. I think I want to do an iron door. Because technically caves do like intersect with that opening. And the last thing I want to do is like go AFK in my storage room and have the possibility of a zombie spawning in a cave up there, walking down to here, breaking through this door and killing me AFK over there or something. So we're going for intense security here instead. Yeah. It opens with a lever and you just leave it open. Boom. If you need back there. But actually, from even this angle, you can hardly tell it's there. Unlike that one, yeah. That's fine. All right. Now let's see. Oh my goodness. I assumed we would have Mounts of Mayhem before the witch farm, but chat. Yo, we get to go to the witch farm. You guys are like, witch farm? We haven't seen it yet. All right, manual storage, right. Okay, this notes are done. All this stuff is done. Missing Halloween mobs. All right. To do projects, chunk loaders are done. Nether shelf labels are done. Wow, look, chat, our to-do projects. Oh, then we have a lot of this stuff. Okay. But yeah, these are like witch farm. Okay, I need to find the coordinates. I haven't looked at them in a hot minute. I need to put these away somewhere and this away. Let me go do that first. And then we'll find the coordinates and we'll go there.
Farm hype?
Which farm are you hyped about? Oh, we need to tear this down. Okay. Consider yourself torn down, sir. Okay. I think all the redstone boxes are still in the basement here. That's just where we're gonna keep them for now. Oh, yeah. Well, do you know how many comments I still get on the ores being, like, exposed like that and people thinking they're, thinking I, like, missed them? Thinking, like, I dug out that room and I missed them? Yeah, it happens all the time in TikTok chat and Shorts chat. I was gonna put these other copper chests in there, but like, really, I just need the 23. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. You missed a diamond when it's literally like, next to a million other ores, very artistically placed in my storage room. They don't know that this is an area where I mean, the cobbled deep slate gives it away, and you know the fact that like this is a perfectly executed room with way too many ores, but whatevs. All right, let me pull up my coordinates and we'll get over there. Oh, it is a thunderstorm. Let's see. Oh, James's map art redemption. I haven't marked that done. Edit tags. Complete. Close post. I gotta search for it. Which farm location search is what I named it. Okay. The coordinates we're going to are 8,500 by negative 9,100. So, for reference, chat, our base here at about negative 2,000 by positive 1,500. If we go up to my northernmost, longest nether tunnel, we have the slime farm, which takes you to negative 8,100. So, the witch farm would be about 8,000 blocks this way, 8,500 by 9,100. Boom. It's about here. We've not been there yet, but we're going to be able to reuse all the work from this nether tunnel to save us literally half the distance. There's going to be barely any northernly digging. It's going to be a nether tunnel that's entirely eastwardly digging. But we've yet to be there ever. So we need to just go there and find out what our plan is. Yeah, that's not only the closest one to like the slime farm, that is the closest one to the base in any direction. Yeah. And that's including chunks that we generated in old versions with old witch hut coordinates and chunks that we haven't generated or generated in new versions with new witch hut coordinates, like pre 118 and post 118. And that is the closest one, period, of a double. And for reference, chat, I did check. So we've traveled like maybe 30,000 blocks in each direction, maybe, give or take. I checked 100,000 blocks in all directions from 0-0 for a triple or a quad. There wasn't a single one that was actually valid. So I was willing to dig a nether tunnel to go out to the overworld 100,000 block mark for a quad or a triple. Couldn't find one. So let's go to the slime farm with a nether portal and make a nether portal. Or maybe I should go via the nether roof. It's not going to be perfect though. Because we don't know exactly where we want the final nether portal to be is a problem. We just got to get there. Let's go. If we had been there, NG, during any exploration prior to 1.18, then we would not have rendered them, or they would have been loaded in old chunks, and then that wouldn't even be there. So we're very lucky that we hadn't been there prior. All right, so the way that I want to discover this is via the overworld. So we're gonna go all the way to the slime farm. Which, if you guys haven't seen my nether tunnel system, this is my base here. And the furthest we've ever dug is up and over to the slime farm here. And we're basically going to have to dig over to like here. Or maybe even further, who knows? I don't actually know how far it's going to go in the nether. But... Ooh, almost day 18,000. Yep. So something that's going to change is this nether portal. We obviously have a little bit of wiggle room with it. I'm thinking we're going to break the one that's already here and kind of like shove it off into the wall. And then this nether tunnel will continue on straight past it. All right, I have a way out. Oh, yes, I do. This makes it very convenient. I am very glad that we have this here. All right, how are my wings? Wings are good. We need to go 8,000 blocks, so that means I need to get to 800 blocks above the surface, so I'll go to 1,000. Keep an eye out for the creeper face, chat. We've only seen it once ever before. Oh, I see it! Right there! Creeper face! Alright, we're over 1,000. Alright, we're traveling vaguely northeast, primarily east. What are we trying to get to? 8,500 by negative 9,100. Okay. Okay, bud. What chat did that come from? Oh, looks like a mod already got him. All right. Okay, we're at negative 9,100 now. We're coasting straight east for another 4,000 blocks. Look at us go. We're on our way. Yeah, so for me, for some reason, the message was filtered out in the shorts chat. Like I couldn't see it, period. But Colonelbot said it in all the other chats, so I could see it in the purple chat. And I was like, what? Like I don't see the real one. When do you think the end update will be? Couldn't care less. We're going incredibly slow, I just realized. We're going at such a low angle. Yeah, I couldn't see it. The red site did not display it in the chat because it obviously didn't, but Colonelbot still saw it. Uh-oh, chunks we've already seen. Why is it acting like we've already seen these chunks here? Oh, Bobby has already seen these chunks. Interesting. From analyzing the backup of the world. Alright, so we're here. And boom, you can see them both right there. One witch hut, two witch hut. And those are a double that should just barely intersect. Oh, there's a witch and a black cat here. So if I go to the door right here and I stand right above this door and I open up mini HUD and do shapes, despawn sphere, add shape. Okay. You can see this despawn sphere is right here. And then if I go to the exact same door location above this one, add a despawn sphere. You can see that there is overlap. This right here is a location. If we stand anywhere within either of these, we are triggering both of those. Yeah. So this little envelope here is the place to stand. Why can't I fly? I have slowness. There we go. Yeah. That little envelope there is what allows us to have a duel. So, chat, there are actually quite a few triples and even a couple quads within 100,000 that if you are trying to find two of them within a square of 120 of 256 blocks, that they exist. But once you need it to be a sphere, I had to manually check a world backup to look for this overlap. And this was the closest one that actually had real overlap. Yeah. Yep. Because you have to be able to stand within the sphere for both of them at the same time. So, like, if these ones were just a little bit at a weirder angle where these didn't touch, but they were still within a square-shaped 256 distance, then yeah, you can't use it. So this is what we're here with. This is what we're here for. So we're going to have an AFK platform somewhere within this envelope. So we can't even like go like super high in the sky because we need to be within this envelope. We could AFK like way up here if we wanted to do less digging, right? And then, but then, yeah, everything within 128 blocks of where we stand needs to be dug out. So we can't even do like the trick of like AFKing 100 blocks in the air or whatever, because if we did that, we wouldn't be within their distances. So there is going to be substantial digging here, but I have a plan that might look aesthetically pleasing. The witch farm itself is fairly easy. You remove the hut and you do you put in some spawning platforms that push the witches off either with pistons or water or zoglins or something like that, and then they fall down to their death effectively. And you have one of those at each of these, and then you stand in the spawn platform over there. So that's it. Mm-hmm. Okay. I do think I want to put down a temporary portal. I don't know if I want the temporary portal to be inside of the sphere area or not. I think I'm going to go put a temporary portal onto the nether roof, like over here. That sounds like a plan. Look at these giant spheres, just bam, dude. Temporary portal that's going to go onto the nether roof right here. But I do have to fly back to the base. Or fly back to the slime farm, get onto the nether roof, and get the matching coordinates to here. So, what are these? 8493. 8493 by negative 9330. All right, let's go to the nether roof. Yeah, exactly, Abjernax. Ginormous. Well, when you look at the terrain relative to my render distance, not actually that ginormous, but yeah. Oh my God, is that a double right there? We could cannibalize the same nether tunnel to get a double ocean monument farm. I don't think I don't think I care enough to have a double guardian farm. I want the guardian farm to be at the base, at the ocean monument that's just off the coast of the white biome. That's what I prefer. So the rest of the stream might just be like planning, honestly. I don't know for sure. Because once we get back there, I have an idea for what I want to dig out. And it's gonna take some effort to line that up. I don't know what popular Guardian farm designs are. I have a super simple basic one by ENX04 that I built it as a temporary stopgap until I get around to doing a real ocean monument farm that's like properly decorated.
Preach, dude.
Yo, preach the follow, my dude. I should have slept before I traveled, but here we are. Oh, so good news, chat. The MSPT is 17 when we're up here in the middle of nowhere. So it's only at my base does the MSPT go into the 40s, sometimes 50s. So that means the chunk loaders that I added are not actually causing a problem with like raising my MSPT. If you're on vertical, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but if you're on landscape, you see it in the top corner all the time. It's something to do with performance. It's right up here. So I don't know what it stands for, but so you have TPS, which is ticks per second, which the server handles ticks per second, right? And that's what, when you have low ticks, that's when you notice lag on a server and stuff like that, even though your FPS could be in the hundreds, right? When you have high MSPT, that means it's regardless of your frames, it's how hard your client is working. So when you're on a single player world, your client is being a server and a client, right? That's how I've seen the breakdown. So when I'm in my hardcore world, my FPS most of the time are fine, but sometimes they drop. My TPS are always a rock solid 20, but my MSPT gets pretty high when I'm at the base. So. Exclamation mark rules, we don't do self promos here. Hey, I flew straight to it, bro. I flew straight to it, bro. I was like pointed right at it from that entire diagonal. Nice. All right, here's my entrance. Down we go. We're gonna do a little sleep while we're here, and then we're gonna go to the nether roof. There's the redstone room with all the auto crafters. All right, shulker boxes of slime blocks, yeah. Bunch of slime blocks, bunch of slime balls. Love to see it. Yeah. All right, let's get to the nether. And once we're at the nether, we shall go all the way back to the base where I have an opening in the nether roof, and then fly all the way back to the relevant coordinates, which I don't know what they are. Ooh, why did Colonel Bot repeat himself like that? I don't need this on anymore. Yeah. So here we are, where we have my nether roof access. And now we fly back north. I was like, what are these colored beacons from? But they're actually from the Wither Skelly farm, where we have the lightsaber beacons. Got it. Yeah, it definitely did, right? He shouldn't repeat what he says himself, but whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, I needed to look up the nether coordinates here. Nether coordinate calculator. Here we go. The coordinates we need to head to are 8493 by negative 9330. All right, so we need to head to 1061 by negative 1167. All right. Oh, we already flew too far north. We're really close. Oh boy. Okay, so pretty close. 1061 by negative 1167. Okay, wow, I landed on 1167, but I gotta find 1061 again. Right here. I don't have anything to spawn proof this. Like, I normally throw like moss or a slab over it or something. Perfect. And even with no extras, because I used one of those tables. Screw it, I'll leave an ender chest here. It don't matter. I'm doing good. Yeah, go right ahead. All right. I have no problem with you guys adding anything to my to-do list, mods. The worst I can do is put the denied category on it if I don't think it's something I will do or care about. Second worst is putting low priority, because that means it'll probably never be done, but I appreciate you guys adding things regardless. Oh, what's this, like, floaty bit over here? Oh, I thought that was a floaty village for a second. I thought those were like houses on top of there. It's just a cool looking biome. Oh, this is land we've already generated. So that's like right on the edge of biome blending, I think. Yeah, this has definitely got to be the result of biome blending. Because, yeah. That is some crazy terrain. I also saw another portal thing mixed in right here. Oh, I thought that was an enchanted gapple. It was not. Okay. Good to explore this little bit of area right here, around here. Alright, let's get back to where we need to go. There they are. So, what I'm thinking a few things right now. For the least amount of digging, because I haven't explained how I'm gonna actually like stand here and what I'm thinking. Let me go over this. For the least amount of digging, if you're not gonna dig it all the way to bedrock, right? Like not everywhere or whatever, you want to be as high as possible, and as high as you can get would have to stay within this overlap right here. So I think I want to AFK somewhere inside of this as high as possible, but you do have to factor in that there has to be a drop chute of some sort underneath the witch hut. So we need to, I don't think I'm going to try to stay as high as possible. I think I'm going to be relatively level with the witch farm, with the witch huts down here at the bottom in the very middle of this envelope. And then we need to put in a despawn sphere around where I want to stand that encompasses both with enough room underneath, right? I might actually have to lower myself depending on how much of a drop shoot I want to do. But then for decoration wise, for functionality wise, I have to dig a sphere around where I am, right? Which would mean digging a sphere out in the ground like this that just barely encompasses them. But for aesthetic purposes, I want the sphere that I dig out to only go as low, as I need this one to functionally work, but to be a lot wider to actually encompass all the way out to here. So it will look like a very large, shallow divot. That's the goal, a very large, shallow hole underneath it, rather than looking like this deep circle right here. It'll have the same depth, but it'll actually go way out like that. A big bowl. So that's what I need to find is the sweet spot. So let's add another despawn sphere standing directly in the middle of these two, and then we will try and shimmy it around to see where we can do. Maybe I try to find like the exact middle coordinate between them. I don't know. Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to turn on with mini HUD first is structures. I wanted to do witch hut structures. Overlay structure main toggle. Okay, we don't have a keyboard set to this. 7S maybe? No, that's already mapped to something else. Okay, 7P. 7P now turns this on and off. So this is the actual bounding box of the witch hut structure. And we should be able to see that for both of them. Yes. So we can see the bounding boxes of both witch huts. And you can even see... Oh, is that the bottom of it? I can't tell. Yes, that is the bottom of it. Okay, yeah, you can see there. Okay. Obviously, yeah, I'm using mini HUD right now. So I want to get the coordinates of the closest corners inside the square. Right here. This is the closest coordinate. 8704 by negative 9208. And then the closest corner over here is 8504 by negative 9104. So I need to find the average of both of those. So 8704 plus 8504 divided by 2 is 8604. And then if we actually, yeah, they both ended in 04. That's crazy. All right, then negative, or I don't need to care about the negatives in this actually. So just 9208 plus 9104 divided by 2 is negative 9156. All right, that's where I want to stand. 8604 by negative 9156. 8604 by negative 9156. Right here. Let me get myself a little dirt. It's about to be nighttime, actually. Let's sleep. Oh, I see you were doing the math with me, NG. So, yeah, we got the same numbers. So it was right here. Oh, wait, no. Right here. All right, so if I stand here at sea level and I go to shapes, add a despawn sphere, enable it, and I want to change this color to like bright something or other. Okay, so now that's clearly within it entirely. And that's clearly in it with entirely. And we definitely have quite a bit of headroom underneath to have a drop shoot. I could try to raise it up if I wanted to. But how low does this go? Does it goes to bedrock in the middle. So like doing it right here would have a little bit of flossing bedrock in the very, very bottom underneath the AFK platform. And then we would have the entire deep dark, or the entire, is it the deep dark? I don't know what it's called. The deep slate caves, whatever you want to call it. And then, oh yeah. So I could raise it up as much as like 20, like how high can I go? I could go up like 40 blocks, I think. I don't even actually see the overlap anymore. Yeah, I could go up to like 100 and comfortably be within that. Let's raise this up within mini HUD. I need to actually lower this opacity. I think that's what that one does. Yeah. Okay. So this is at 63. If I take it all the way up to 100, and we do this all again, now it's much closer to the wall. And yeah, it doesn't have a lot of leeway to have something underneath it. So like, I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's important that, I mean, maybe we go down to like 80. 80 seems like a reasonable amount of space before we're... Yeah, you know what? Just because, like, what's another 10 blocks? I'm gonna do 70. That puts us a little bit higher than sea level by like 7 blocks, but still has plenty of area underneath. Okay. So now we have our 3 bounding boxes. And we have to find a bounding box. Are we still flossing at 70 or not quite? I don't think so. Oh God, I meant to go to the free cam underneath to look. It doesn't appear so. We might expose bedrock by breaking this layer, give or take. It does seem like that is equally as like just a block or 2 lower than anything else goes, but yeah, it's fine. I also do plan on not leaving it looking like stone. I plan on decorating the bowl. No, we want it to go higher. We don't want 60. No, we wanted to make it higher than 63. All right. So now what we need to do is make our dig sphere. Our dig sphere is going to be different. I keep opening Lightmatica instead. So add a sphere, which is just the same as a despawn sphere, except we can tweak the radius. Now, the height of this is going to have to be something astronomical. Let's put it at Y500 for the center, and then give it a radius of, instead of 128, and not even 256. The radius might actually need to be 256, actually, now that I think about it. And let's do Y like 256 and just see where this shows up. And let's make it like a dark blue. Okay, so it's not quite large enough to encompass the full sphere yet. And depth-wise, it doesn't go far enough yet either. So actually, maybe I just need to lower it a bit. Let me lower it by down to like 200. Oh, that's so close now. But then how are we looking on the sides here for the red spheres? Oh, so close. Okay. So like the circle we're looking to dig out is going to be large. Yeah. Let me go underground. Here we go. Let me... Okay, so there's like a little itty bitty bit that is still technically outside of it at the very bottom ring. If I lower it by 1 more, that actually, boom. that does it. So now it's good for the bottom of the world. And for the outside of the world, it looks like it obviously doesn't go and get the very edges of this red circle, but I think it gets the job done. But I would like to, like, I think that does what I want. I don't know. Maybe I want the circle to be bigger, because on the surface, okay, let's actually take this up to like 300 and see how we look. Okay, that 300 was a bit overkill. Take it down to like 280. 280 pretty easily, just barely. Okay, it still doesn't get that in there. So underground 300 probably still didn't have that entire sphere encompassed. But I really just care about the surface there. Let's raise it up until its bottom is level with this, and then I will be happy. So okay, I don't need to sleep yet. I have like 1 more minute until I need to sleep, but where's the bottom of this sphere? Hold on. Let me turn this way down. Let me turn this one way up. Okay, so we need to bring the bottom sphere up to here. Okay, it needs to go up like 4 blocks. Yeah, that's the location. That's what we have to dig out now. Everything inside of this blue sphere is what we will dig out. Oh, including the portal I put here. Ah, crap. That's yeah, okay. That's not I didn't put it far enough away for it to be safe. Oops. Lot of trees. Actually, today we could probably just be chopping trees for until the end of stream. Oh, that'd be funny. And we'll leave like a little platform right there until we yeet that. But how's everybody liking the plan so far? So the red spheres are the despawn spheres around the witch huts. Both of those. The green sphere is the despawn sphere around where we're going to AFK, encompassing both witch huts and room for a drop chute underneath. And then the blue sphere is what we're actually going to dig out, going all the way basically to bedrock in a bowl. Yeah. I can dig it. I will dig it. Oh no. I forgot I have to dig this out. Does it go that deep? Yeah, it basically goes to bedrock. Wow, why are we... What's my memory usage at? We're at like 70% memory usage. What's up with this? All right, so let me rename this one Witch Hut Watch Hut. Witch Hut 1. Witch Hut 2. Which farm AFK? Which farm dig? Okay. Okay. So then now, boop, bap, boop. Now we just see what we need to dig out here. Now that's all we see here. Amazing. Let's just start chopping trees. Oh, also, hold on. I have a piece of obsidian. I want to put the piece of obsidian exactly where we're going to AFK, which I've now lost. Ah, it was right there. Okay. So we got to go up to 70. The next one's a piece of obsidian. Or piece of gold. Boop. That's standing on that block will be our AFK spot. 1, 2. So actually, yeah, that does look actually really like perfectly central between those. Amazing. When you do the math does the work. Before we start, I actually remember seeing a nether portal over this way, I thought. There it is. Wow, we're getting some big frame drops. But like the TPS and MSPT are fine. That's crazy. Okay. I might like restart my game. I'm gonna restart my game, I think, because those frame drops are like happening kinda often. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna start chopping trees. Not gonna care about getting any leaves, any vines, nothing. We're just here for to take out the wood. Is that from the nether portaling? It's weird that it's not happening. It didn't happen when I came through the nether portals. It happens when I'm flying around. I wonder if it has to do with like all the mini HUD overlays like overlaying on top each other, but I just have the one on now and it still happened. I also realized we're gonna have to do beacon coverage here. Which will have beacons. Oh, I just felt it. I just felt the frame like hang just a little bit. Even just walking around on the ground. Yeah, we're up to like 260 FPS and then it drops down to 140. It's like when it drops down below 120 is when I actually feel like the jerk. Yeah, that dropped to like 100 and I felt like just like a hairpin delay. But it's not as bad as it was when I was flying. Oh, there's even a spruce area within here. Yeah, now we're just chopping trees, exactly. Chicken. Wait, I just left a log floating up there, didn't I? Yeah, I did. We have some pretty dense trees around here with the spruce stuff. Once we dig down to deep slate, it'll take 10 times longer than the slime farm. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're back to swamp. I have absolutely no problem committing to the grind as long as you guys are going to commit to watching the grind. I think it'll be worth it. I think it'll look good. I think it'll look how I want it. Oh, we definitely should update the project command. How'd I get back here? I don't know.
Colonel is now currently working on the Colonel Mass Colonal Sive Double Witch Farm. We are currently in the excavation phase.
Hell yeah. What's the sidetrack command say? It should say, the sidetrack command should be updated to say something along the lines of, we are not currently sidetracked, see exclamation mark project for what we're working on, or something like that. Or it should literally just make it say, we are not currently sidetracked, run exclamation mark project. Easy as that. An egg! I'll take it. Yep, vibes. It will. This world is 5 years old, and if I take every shortcut I can possibly imagine...
We are not currently sidetracked. We are deleting trees in the witch farm and will not branch away from our goal.
No, I don't think it should be that specific. I don't think it definitely shouldn't mention the trees. We'll be done with that like today. We won't need to mention the sidetrack. It shouldn't mention the project. It should just say we're not sidetracked. Do exclamation mark project. Because the project command can change, and then we won't have to update the sidetrack command at all. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I don't want to have to update both when we update the project command is all. Amazing. Yeah, the trees might not be done today, but they'll be done this week, and then we'll move on to digging. And then next week, drops of mayhem will come out. Mounts of mayhem will come out, right? We got the what was the release date for Mounts of Mayhem? December 8th, 9th, something like that. 9th if it's gonna be on a Tuesday, right? Tuesday the 9th. Okay. So yeah, I won't actually be on Mounts of Mayhem next Tuesday, but maybe by the end of next week, and then we just gotta do some Mob Zoo stuff, and then we're right back to this. So. Oh boy. So chat, also, I'm not planning, for the version number changes that we're gonna see starting in 2026. I'm not planning on changing my, version numbering for the Colonel mod pack at all, because I already have a structure in place. We're on version 15.2.0 of the Colonel mod pack right now, and the 15 signifies it's the 15th version of Minecraft I have released the Colonel mod pack on. So it doesn't matter if Mojang's version number changes. When the version number changes, it's just going to be, you know, the 16th version I'll be on, even though they had a big renumbering happen. So for the Colonel mod pack, nothing needs to change. And that's how I see it. Which I see it as very easy for me. Just because their numbering structure changes doesn't mean mine does, because mine already accounted for them doing that. You know, we might actually start seeing even more hotfixes from them now that we have a dedicated hotfix number. So that does mean that, like, I might start going up in version numbers faster, because I will still create, I will still have to create a whole new Colonel mod pack release on a new version number, like new major version number release of the Colonel mod pack for every hotfix, let alone every drop, let alone every year. Am I gonna put pitfalls temporarily to collect resources while we're here? I was not planning on building the farms until the dig was done. Though maybe I could prioritize that. It really depends on how long the dig takes, and if I truly get bored of digging, I might sidetrack and build the farms and then go back to digging, you know? I don't want to build them before starting, because I want to have the option of getting bored of digging and then sidetracking to building the farms and then coming back to finish the dig. Okay. Wow, my inventory is getting very full. A good thing about this project, though, is it is an outdoor overworld project, so we will be doing quite a bit of sleeping. Well, see that big stutter that just happened there while I was jumping? I'm gonna leave the witch farm intact because most witch farm tutorials tell you like where to build the farm based off the actual like front door or something like that, and not based off the bounding box of the witch hut. I don't know if I'm gonna follow a tutorial yet either, or try to do something on my own. I like the idea of the ones where they spawn and then they're scared of zoglins. And then they just run off the side over to where we have like a double trap door fake floor thing. And then they fall down into a pit that with dripstone. Like that sounds incredibly easy for me to build, like without following a tutorial. And it sounds incredibly fast because there's no delay or waiting for pistons or anything like that. Or like waiting for them to fall through multiple floors or anything. Because like if you do like the shifting piston floor and one spawns at the top, it's got to fall through the top floor, then fall through the second floor, then fall through the third floor, and then fall out, right? Whereas if they all just have to run to the left and fall down a single shaft, that sounds like the quickest way to get them out of there. And then you get them the shortest fall distance possible by having dripstone. Oh, hey, guy. First witch farm casualty. Oh, I can take the potion home, though. Alright, where's my nether portal? You know, you can see, like, where we've yeeted a lot of trees and just kind of how random it's been. Yeah, the stuttering is happening when I fly, dude. What is up with that? I'm gonna restart my game real quick. Once the poison wears off. There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. And zoglins are just a flex. Yeah. I mean, we are... yeah. Raining as well. I don't think... That shouldn't make the game stutter like that. It dropped to like 50 FPS when I looked up at it. Just flying around when I have a green TPS and a green MSPT should not cause an FPS drop to 50. And the reason the FPS shows as dropping to 50 is because I'm getting 200 FPS and then it drops to 0 for half of the second. And then it averages to 50 frames within that second. That's the stutter is 0 frames for a portion of the second. That causes the average to be 50. All right, the game saved and quit. Like, I can feel the stop where it just a portion of the second it's not doing anything. Yeah. Yo, how you doing? All right, the game is relaunching, chat. Do I have like something using up a ton of resources in the background? There's like some Corsair service using 1.5 gigs. That's probably my Stream Deck. Gigs of RAM, that is. But otherwise, like, no. I'm only using, with Minecraft using 16 gigs of RAM, I'm only using 40% of my memory. So, like, all right, we're back. No, stream's on a different PC. I have a 2 PC setup. It's the gaming PC that's having the stuttering happen. All right, we're back in. All right. Oh, it is sick. Oh my god, immediately a stutter just walking around. What is happening? If it becomes noticeable again, I might just reboot the gaming PC. Your world is doing the same stutter too? I haven't noticed. I mean, I have noticed that my performance, when I was back at the base, that it felt not great. But, like, out here, my performance should be genuinely great. That was not what I meant to click on. Oh, is this technically a thunderstorm? It's letting me sleep a few seconds early. That means I could have slept way sooner. I doubt the Mounts of Mayhem is going to have anything to address. Wait, did the Mounts of Mayhem drops, 121.11, have the changes that Mojang was talking about to splitting the, like, rendering onto its own thread separate from the game ticks? Or is that coming to a future version? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Miku, you probably know what I'm talking about because you always post the snapshot news. When you're in the nether, far from anything causing lag, yeah. They added anisotropic filtering. That's not what I'm talking about. So there was, I think it was probably just a blog post, like, warning modders that this change was going to come, that they were going to make it for... They were going to make Minecraft multi-threaded, because right now Minecraft is a single-threaded game. They were going to make it to where the main game thread and the rendering thread are separate. But I don't think that's in the current update that they are in the middle of releasing. Yeah. Man, underwater trees. I kind of, like, forgot about these. What's up, Grayson? We should probably pin the project command. Oh, sorry, TikTok chat. My Colonelbot's not working today for TikTok chat again. Sorry, I see that some messages have been going in there now. I just glanced over at that window. So I haven't been able to see what you guys have been saying. No, we're not gonna burn them. We're just chopping the trees. Burning would leave floating logs, and it's just not worth it in my opinion. Plus, I'll gladly take the wood. Even though I do have a tree farm, and we have been farming oak logs for quite some time at it, the oak logs in my tree farm actually primarily are used for fuel to auto-craft campfires and stuff like that. So like it'll be a long time before the tree farm at my base produces actual oak logs. Apples and sticks? It produces lots of apples and sticks. And saplings. We get those right away. So I'm not staying around for the stuff that falls on the ground. I'm not coming to pick those up. And I'm not even trying to pick up every oak log. If I walk away or one gets stuck up on a leaf or something, I'm not gonna go back and get it. Like, chopping away all the trees. After the trees, I think the next step is going to be sponging out all the water, which is going to be crazy. But luckily, we have a full shulker box of sponges. Or maybe we fill it in with moss, but I'd probably prefer... Actually, if I did fill anything in, I'd want to fill it in with dirt so that there's not an issue of like... having to switch to my hoe to dig out the top layers of it. So I can do everything with my shovel. But yeah, I think after trees, the next layer is sponges. No, there's no difference. Like, I just use dirt. If I needed to fill something in. I have absolutely boatloads of dirt. And we're going to get a lot more. I'm actually a little disappointed that I don't think there is much sand we're going to be getting, if any, during this dig. So actually, I don't know how big the sphere is on this map. I want to see. Yes, we will be adding beacons later. Okay, so if that circle's inside it, but that's out of it, the circle's like here? How much ocean's inside this, I just realized. Oh boy, there's ocean inside this. I didn't know that. I did not. Oh, do you see the lag spike? Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh. I did not realize there was ocean inside of it until just now. Yeah, just a little bit of sand around here. And then probably gravel at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. Gravel's actually really good to get. I'm stoked to get gravel. So I'm very glad about the bottom of the ocean existing. It would be very uncanny valley if there was no bottom of the ocean, so I am incredibly glad that that the bottom of the ocean exists. Imagine Minecraft, but with just void oceans. We're digging this sphere, this blue sphere you see, and it does go basically down to bedrock in the center, but only for a little bit of it. The entire farm is going to be inside of a giant bowl. It's gonna be real cool. It's an incredibly oversized bowl as well. So it's not going to, it's going to look incredibly, like, it's going to have a presence to it. Like, it's going to have such a presence, Santa will be jealous. Like, it's going to be massive, what we're going for. A perimeter that includes the perimeter of both huts. Yeah. If you guys weren't here for it earlier, let me show you in free cam. So you can see the huts there are highlighted in purple. The blue is the area where you need to clear out. But if I go in here and I turn on boop boop boop. So if you were just digging a perimeter around one hut with the hut as the center, then you would dig out this red area for either hut. If you were digging out just a perimeter to have both the huts inside of it, you would dig out this green one. We are digging out this blue one, which encompasses the bottom of the green one and the outsides of both of the red ones. So it's large. I just realized I did that at and turned to nighttime. All right. Massive indeed. Yes, that's why I call my hardcore series Massive Minecraft. Because I do stupid stuff like this. Admittedly stupid stuff. Beats having to torch everywhere. Exactly. We won't need to light it up. We won't need to slab it. We will be decorating it. We will be decorating the bowl. Like, it will have, I don't know if it'll have a pattern, if we'll just make it a solid color or what, but we will be decorating it. All right, this tree I might end up burning. I hate giant oak trees and trying to figure out how to get rid of everything. Everything burns. That's the name of this. Hey cow, you better get out of here. Make it a giant wooden bowl. Like a Minecraft wooden bowl made of oak. Make it look like the inside of that. Well, actually, oak doesn't even look like the same color of wood that is used in a wooden bowl. So, like, I don't know. It'd probably have to be spruce to look right. Each hut is a mushroom in a mushroom stew. Nah. Yeah, I have no idea what the theme will be for the decorations. That's... That's up for debate. Oh no, another one of these. I don't see any more logs in it. Oh, we'll see. If it doesn't despawn, actually, yeah, that's what we'll do. For any big oak trees, we'll dig what we can, and then once we're done with all the trees, if any of them are still floating, we'll just burn away the remnants once we've done everything. Big oak trees are worse than mangrove for chopping. Yeah, dude. Mangrove is pretty bad, but at least they have a consistent pattern. Those 2 logs are still there, not burnt yet. Is it gonna leave a couple floating logs behind? It's gonna burn all the leaves, but not touch the logs. Okay, there is still a tree inside of here. Mm-hmm. Also, oh, okay, I did already get the tree out of that one. I'm using a, I'm using my, axe to chop leaves when they're in my way intentionally. Because, like, I could totally get a shovel out and dig underneath. But I think it's better overall for me to, chop the leaves with, and get a couple leaves to bring home. Because it's not often that we bring home leaves. Leaf blocks, that is. And I am a hoarder. We all know that. In Minecraft. IRL, it's debatable. Magic might tell you I am. Have you guys ever been inside of a hoarder's house? I have. My parents bought a hoarder's house when I was a kid to renovate and then rent out. So I got to help them clear out. They bought a hoarder's house with the stuff in it. Like the bank or the lady or who, I don't know if she was alive or not. But they didn't take anything. It had everything in it. Admittedly, some cool stuff. But the house was full. It wasn't gross. It was just full. There was generations of stuff. She wasn't disgusting. Unless my parents did like a deep clean beforehand, but I doubt it. You know, now that I think about it, the beds might have already been gone, and like they might have cleaned the kitchen before I went, because I was a young teenager, maybe a preteen. I don't know. Oh, chat. Wow, it's already 12:15. I had no idea it was after midnight. I did start late today because I took a nap, which is not going to be good for me going to sleep on time tonight. So I have to get up fairly early for work in the morning. I did a house reno for family for a bit, and some of them were insanely gross. Did find a safe full of jewelry though at one point. Makes up for it. Yeah, there was lots of things that were worth money from what I understood in that house. Oh, Wolfie. Bud. I'll wait to kill you until I have a strength beacon so I can try to get your head in a non-angry state. Oh, he's got a deep voice. Oh, it's about to be nighttime. There we go. I'm gonna fly back and get myself a new shulker box. Oh wait, I don't need to fly anywhere. Now that I think about it, I could just place an ender chest down. Have fun. Peace out. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm not looking for any like farm tutorial examples right now. I think I am going to try building my own. The only person I would follow a tutorial from at this point would possibly be like Nembomb. If he's got something that is like provenly like incredibly fast compared to every other farm that's ever been made. But he doesn't really make videos anymore. Or maybe Ray's because he also makes some top tier farms. But I really want to make my own anyway, so I'm not even going to go looking to see if either of them have a video. Because I don't want to... I don't want to just rebuild what someone else has made before. Rays are very good, yeah. I do really miss the videos from Nembon. His stuff was next level, and like the way that he like used the carpet mod or created the carpet mod to prove that his builds were faster than any other build was crazy. Like that's just insane behavior, and I love it. I mean, it landed him a job at Mojang, so I wonder if he stopped making videos because like he had to, or because he just actually prefers the dev work. I hope it's because he just prefers. I really hope he did, like, it wasn't in his contract that he had to, like, stop making videos. And whatever. As a creator, going to work for the company that creates the game that he created videos about, it would seem absolutely, like, insane behavior to make him stop making, like, to force him to stop making videos. Because I don't think he's released any videos since he became a Mojang dev. Or maybe, yeah, it's probably just the, could also be work-life balance, like, maybe as a full-time creator, he did 40 hours a week as a creator, and now he's doing 40 hours a week of you know, Mojang time, and he's like, well, I'm not gonna put in 80 hours a week, because, yeah. His last video is over 4 years ago at this point. It's crazy that he was actively releasing when I restarted this world, and at that time, I would have probably told you that, yes, I'll build, like, every farm that Nembom makes a video about. And then 4 years later, he hasn't released a video, and here we are. Still in the same hardcore world. If any part of the tree, even a single leaf or vine or whatever, is within the blue, we eat the tree. By the way. For anyone wondering why I'm deleting, going outside the sphere to delete that tree. Because some of its leaves were inside the sphere. There's a single vine inside. The tree's gotta go. I think that's close enough. I'm getting rid of it. lot of tree chopping here, chat. And if you look at the map, yeah, we're thinning it out, but oh man, we're only thinning it. We're ow, that lily pad. Whoa. Okay, that's like a yeah, deleting this much swamp area with sponges is gonna be crazy. Thought that was an Enderman. Tree chopping simulator 2024. 2025. Bro, it's almost 2026. I can't believe that. Time goes too fast. How many streams do I have scheduled this week? It was hardcore, wifey Wednesday, hardcore. So 4. Chat, I do think that for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna be at 4 streams a week. Not necessarily like 4 days in a row like this. But I see myself going to 4 a week. I was supposed to have an SMP stream this weekend, but then we have plans this weekend, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to stream Friday or Saturday, so I just put the 4 streams back to back to back to back this week. And if I do an SMP stream, I want it to be like preferably on a Saturday night, or on a Friday night as a secondary. So next week I'll do an SMP stream probably on Saturday night. So for any mods that wanna play or got any ideas for what we can do on an SMP stream, be there. And anyone who is a subscriber or a member on any platform, you can get whitelisted on the Colonel Kingdom SMP. Learn more in the Discord. I also found out why this Partner Plus isn't updating. It's because I need to update Chrome. I have to install a Chrome update, and it keeps failing until I do that. Oh, another tree right there. I almost flew away from here, thinking I got all the trees. Oh, I left like... Okay, there's a few trees in this direction then that I gotta get. All right, my dude. Let's go. We got one lone swamp tree on the top of a hill, far away from the swamp. That could be a plot about the next Shrek movie. I heard that like the next Shrek movie got delayed, like big delay. That's good. I hated how AI Shrek looked. From like the preview or whatever, you could like tell they had ran AI enhancement on Shrek or whatever, and I was just like, no. Yeah. Ooh, I did see, I don't know if it's real, but I saw an article that Disney might be exploring the option of have hand-drawn 2D movie again. Not like a CGI, like Lion King style, like 2D movies, cartoons. Oh, it is bingo time. And if that's real, bro, I would actually go see that in theaters. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten to see a Disney like 2D cartoon in theaters before. Like those are my childhood, like Lion King, Pocahontas era kind of like, if they released Mulan was what I was trying to say. Pocahontas is good too, but Mulan is what I was trying to say. Be a man. How do we get? I already have How Do We Get Here. I don't need to get it again. You guys got 7 minutes to get your bingo cards in before bingo starts. Thank you for giving me a heads up slightly in advance today. Yeah, there's actually, Abjurnax, there's actually been quite a few advancements, or updates, that have come out over the years that, have added effects to How Did We Get Here, but not a single one of them has taken away the fact that I already have the advancement, back in 1.16. So I only need to worry about getting any new advancements they add. And it's actually crazy how little advancements there are in vanilla now that I'm used to playing Blazing Caves on the SMP and 9 Lives. First time you're playing bingo? He's usually asleep. Nice. Did that message post twice? No, it didn't. Okay. No, I don't think I did, Abjurnax. No, I don't think I did How Did We Get Here in 1.16, now that I'm thinking about it. I had not completed all the advancements in 1.16. So when 1.17 came out and I had to get the new advancements, I finished getting all the other advancements that I needed to get, including How Did We Get Here. Because I only have one How Did We Get Here clip. Exclamation mark, how did we get here? Someone go look at the date on that clip. And was it Was it in 1.16 or 17? Well, I only have one how do we get here clip in this world. Because I did also get how do we get here on March to HCMC 100. Does someone put first try in quotes in the title of that clip? You gotta be kidding me. I'm actually gonna clip that, or I'm actually gonna mark that as like a featured clip now that I think about it. There we go. Clipped by Zopa, dude. 5 years ago. Holy. It was January 2021, so 116.5. Okay. Someone says, oh no, it's not the clip title that says it. It's the actual Colonel bot response that says first try in quotes. Okay. Since we have the nether tunnel or the nether roof access, it's gonna be incredibly quick to get home. I'm gonna start bingo while I'm here, and then I'm gonna start flying home through the nether. Once you guys are already playing bingo, and then I'll fly, and then I'll put all my stuff in my box or in my unloader probably. Buddy, your dog sounds don't sound accurate for your body. I like that we got new dog variants, but thinking about it, the fact that we got new dog texture variants and new dog audio variants, but they all have the exact same model, like they're all the same shape, the same size. That kind of is a missed opportunity in my book. For them to make the dogs, like, I think they should have all the different variants the way they are texture wise, but then depending on like what sound they use, maybe they should be like slightly smaller or slightly larger dogs. And I'm not talking about just like increasing the entire dog size by like 1.1x or something. I'm talking about like, like changing the model a bit so that, they're smaller. So they look like they're a different shape. If they sound like a pug, they should look like a pug. That kind of deal. All right. Let's start bingo. And time to start calling the numbers, chat. Then I gotta find my portal out of here. Yo, I think we got rid of... Oh. Let's get up in the sky and look. Maybe a third of the trees. I was kind of hoping... Oh, there. What is this? I was kind of hoping we would, Wow. We'd be able to finish all the trees tomorrow. Actually, we only had about 2 hours here. And not all of that was even chopping trees now that I think about it. So if we have 4 hours tomorrow... No, not tomorrow, next stream. Because tomorrow's Wifey Wednesday. The next hardcore stream is Thursday. Yeah, I'd love Thursday to finish the tree chopping. And maybe start the, What is up with this lag? Yeah, I definitely need to reboot my game PC before next stream. Wow, this is horrible. Oh, okay, the TPS and MSPT are tanking now. Just from me flying around. Top, is this what yours was doing that you were explaining? Flying around in the nether? Like, I'm only using 20 to 40% of my memory. So, like, it's not even the same memory leak that we've had in the past with... that's causing it. I have no idea, dude. This is new. This is brand new issue. Like, we weren't having this issue yesterday. Wow. That was a huge stutter, and I paused the game, and it unpaused with me in the middle of here at speed. Oh, this is not good, dude. All right, then I got just 3 boxes to dump into there. All right, we're still waiting on the winner, but I'm going to open up my sheet now. Nothing's come through yet. Yeah, obviously the shulker boxes will go there. Amazing. So yeah, at the end of streams when we're checking, now we need to check here for like bulk shulker boxes and here for like actual overflow. There's been 35 numbers called. How does nobody have a bingo yet? Check if you got a bingo. And click your bingo button. Hey! Dusty's like, oh yeah, I got one. No. All right. He's like, I've had that for ages. All right. Dusty, let's take a look. You have ender chests, a total of 15, upping to 16. Your last victory stream 10:24. It is now 10:45. Yep. Let's go get your ender chest up on the monument, dude. Didn't even have to go looking for that. Oh boy, am I gonna be able to land on the monument with this lag? Yeah, I need to reboot this PC, like, ASAP. Oh my goodness. All right. GG Dusty on your W with an ender chest up on the monument, my dude. Oh wow, we're like at the same Y level as the Star Destroyer back there. All right, do we have any diamonds to burn today? We do not. Okay. Chat, exclamation mark partner plus if you want to help me hit this goal. That is the #1 way to support the stream. Getting us to that partner plus goal. Also, just dropping a follow wherever you are is the easiest free way to do so. All right. That's it. This PC, I got no idea what's going on. All right, let's wrap up for the night, chat. Right, let's see who's live with some hardcore vibes to send over a raid to tonight. Oh, chat, also, the Twitch recaps. I got a notification that I got my Twitch recap. I haven't taken a look at it yet. I will be posting it in the Discord. But if you are in the Discord, I recommend, and like any of my emotes are your most used, or if I'm one of your most viewed channels, or anything along those lines, post your recap in the Discord. I want to see it. I want to see it. All right, now let's see who's live with some hardcore vibes. All right, we can send a raid over to Melis Mines today. She's live in her hardcore world. Oh, she's even got a Christmas overlay on her stream. I'm the only channel you watch? Gosh, dang, bro, that's awesome. All right, chat. Here is a raid message for you to copy and paste when you get there. If you have my emotes, you go ahead and use that. And if not, just copy the words out of it and put it in her chat when you arrive to let her know you're there and you want to have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for the awesome stream today. Thank you for the follows across all the platforms. Thank you for the channel point redemptions. Thank you for the watch streak milestones you guys are hitting. And thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern with Magic. And we will be playing Split Fiction, which is a sequel, or it's by the same devs as It Takes Two. So peace out, my dudes. It's not really a sequel. It's just by the same devs and it's the same style, same genre co-op. It's going to be fun. I haven't seen anything about it, but Magic and I have both been hyped for it. Also, new controller reveal tomorrow. Turtle Beach, hook me up.